or the sea, but no.
It's quite a nice pier, though.
It's just a pier. I'm seriously not overly. Well, it's alright actually. I don't mind. Like in the summer, it'll be a lot.
It's quite
I
nice.
might be able to find some sharks to eventually if I look at enough. If we'd gone that way, we'd be able to narrow onto the beach.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but no. Yes. You have to stay here.
There are quite a few buildings like this building over there.
What, you mean the flats?
Yeah.
Well, there's the flats right next to all the Georgian fancy houses that have been turned into flats. So it's like Georgian, 1930s, Victorian, Georgian, 1930s. That's sort of the layout of these houses.
They don't look that bad.
Georgian, 1930s, then Victorian. To be fair, basically all seaside towns in England have the Georgian terrace townhouses. All of them, literally. They all have those, no matter where you go. Unless it's some middle of nowhere town, but it'd be much nicer in the summer. You could probably go crabbing here, actually.
Crabbing.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Down there.
It costs literally less than £5 to go crabbing, because all you need is a bucket, a piece of like a string, like you know the kite strings, where you attach bacon on it and there's a little net, and then you throw it in, and then you just pull it out, and there are loads of crabs like pinching on it, and then you just chuck them in the bucket, and then you see how many crabs you can get. Actually, in Suffolk they have competition. They have an annual competition for that.
Really?
Yeah, that's how bumblefuck Suffolk is. They have an annual crabbing competition.
Wow.
But that's at a Walberswick, which is in the middle of nowhere, and you can't really get a bus there because it only comes like once a week. So yeah, you got to get a car or a taxi or
Once a week.
I don't know. It's just like Walberswick. I don't know if it even has a bus station. It's literally the only thing in Walberswick. It's a really nice sandy beach with dunes. It's amazing. Okay. People surf there in the summer because it's really that good.
Is that in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But there's a nice
now.
little bridge, which is probably the best spot for crabbing in the whole of Suffolk. But then again, Norfolk is a great place to go crabbing as well. Norfolk, because there's some places in Norfolk that I've been crabbing before, because I used to go crabbing like 2 or 3 times a year. It's fun.
It's fairly fun, actually.
Norfolk's really known for loads of crabs.
Even though I've never done it. Well, it sounds fun.
Oh, it's really fun. Shame you haven't done it, like you've never been fishing. Fishing's kind of fun once you catch something. But crabbing is something else. Crabbing's a lot easier. You're definitely going to catch those. You just need bacon, and it's raw bacon. You don't cook this stuff.
It's good old raw bacon.
Oh, rubber ducks just floating around.
A lot of rubber ducks.
Yeah. I really wanted to go to the duck race, but I couldn't really get there. I didn't have a rubber duck, so I guess that counts here.
There's some sort of a field over there in the distance.
It's a hill. You know, it's dangerous to swim because of the rip currents.
Really?
Yeah, you do realise that these trap like rip currents. So if you want to get rescued by the RNLI, then you go ahead and swim there.
Definitely not.
What rip currents do is they drag you under. But the thing is with rip currents, they're not very wide. So if you swim horizontal. So wait, horizontal's this way, right? Or is it no? Vertical's this way, horizontal's this way, right?
Yeah.
So swim horizontal and then you'll get out of the riptide. If you swim vertical, you'll probably get dragged under and drown. That's what the RNLI tells you. Actually, they released a new book.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No. In the summer, you'll probably see RNLI boats.
What, did they release the book this year?
No, they released it like a week ago.
Oh wow.
I downloaded it onto my Audible. It's big. They tell because there was this rescue down in Cornwall in the 80s where some RNLI members they died because the boat capsized. It was like the worst storm ever. It was the Penley lifeboat disaster of 1981, I think.
So how many
it was 2
people
days
died?
before Christmas as well, because they went out to rescue a stranded ship in a storm, and for some reason the wave literally came up on the lifeboat, and even though the lifeboats are meant to literally be capsized and then roll over again. There was a specialist lifeboat, but this was like the worst storm in 100 years, and then these RNLI, they're volunteers. They go out and try and rescue a stranded ship. So they're volunteer guys. They risk their lives to help It was like a really big cargo ship that was stranded and it was sinking. So the RNLI went to try and rescue it. And the crew ended up dying on their way back because of a big wave, and I think they crashed against the rocks as well because it was that.
Oh wow!
But you do
Were
realize,
there rocks there? Or there
yeah, it was along the Cornwall coast.
Oh, it was near the
Cornwall,
coast.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was obviously they were like cliffs. Cornwall has massive jagged cliffs. It's like one of the rockiest, cliffiest places in the UK.
Yeah, that is definitely a disaster. Yeah.
I think like
How
14
many people died? Oh, 14. Wow.
Volunteers, yeah. I
Ooh.
apparently the Pendy Lifeboat Station is now a memorial and it's closed.
Wow.
But they say because they didn't even get paid to do that. They just sacrificed themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
I've
But
actually-
even if you had get paid, it's still.
Besides the RNLI, you get to drive.
than-
You get to drive speedboats, and they train you for free. on them.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, but
On theory, it sounds
they
fun,
save,
but
they save over 200 people a year. I think they save more than that.